Hey y'all, well, welcome to the very first Heard podcast of 2024. I am so thrilled to dig into our topic today, creating a life-giving 3-year career plan. Doesn't that sound awesome? Now picture this. You have the power to design the next 3 years of your life, not just in terms of career milestones or achievements, but in a way that resonates with your deepest values, your passions, and the lifestyle that you've always envisioned. So, in this episode, I'm going to share the art of creating a 3-year goal that's not just a professional roadmap, but instead it's a life aligned blueprint. That's right, a blueprint to create a career that serves to support your life, not the other way around. So think about this. We often find ourselves caught up in the hustle of the day-to-day tasks. I know I do. We're chasing goals that might not necessarily bring us joy and the fulfillment that we crave. But what if, right? Just for a moment, what if we shifted our perspective? What if we started with the life that we wanted, right? What if we start there? This is the life I want to leave. And then we let our goals organically flow from there. Today, we're going to explore a transformative journey of crafting a 3-year goal that aligns seamlessly in our life. Okay. It's not about fitting our life into our goals. It's about creating goals that just beautifully fit into the canvas of our life. So grab a cup of your favorite brew, find a cozy spot, and let's dive into this empowering process of designing a future that reflects the unique and beautiful you. All right, let's start with why we're even talking about a 3-year goal. So first of all, there's a debate on which goals are important. Should we focus on 1-year goals, 3-year, 5-year, 10, 20? I personally used to believe and teach that you want to set a 5 to 10-year objective and then create a 1-year goal based on that objective. Now, while I still believe that you should have that long-term objective and then create your 1-year goals based off of that objective, I've shifted my thinking on what the length of that long-term goal should be. I now believe that the 3-year goal is kind of like the Goldilocks of long-term planning. Okay, here's why. It's not too far in the future where it feels unreachable and unattainable, but it is far enough in the future to where we can create true change and impact and growth. Tony Robbins is famously quoted to say, "We overestimate what we can do in 1 year, but we grossly underestimate what we can do in 10 years." It's true. He also said that a while ago. So I'm shrinking that 10 years down to 3. It seems like the magic number. But having this long-term vision, what that does is it ensures that we continue to be pointed in the right destination, in the right direction, and headed toward a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact, which is what we all want, right? But we're doing that while also making 1-year choices that keep us on that right path. Right. Okay. Secondly, while we're talking about 3-year goal, is having a long-term objective allows us to navigate those unexpected detours that life throws at us. And we're able to do that mindfully and intentionally. So think about this. Let's say that I'm on a vacation headed to Florida. I did my research, and the fastest, most scenic way to Florida from Austin is to hop on I-10 and just drive for 15 hours, right? Easy breezy, okay? But let's just say that as I enter New Orleans, there's an accident on I-10 between New Orleans and Mobile, and that has resulted in the highway being shut down, and it's going to be shut down for 12 hours or more. By the way, this has happened to me, right? So while the detour sign that the city has put up may point me north, because I know that I'm going to Destin, Florida, I can actually look at where I am, where I'm going, and then make a mindful, intentional choice. I might instead choose to take a little detour south, hop on I-90, and until I can pass um, that accident and pass the shutdown, and I can hop back on I-10, right? That's the best path for my chosen destination. So here's the lesson. Many of us head in a certain direction in our career. We're eager, we're excited to make a difference, and then we face a detour. It happens in every career. We have layoffs, industry shifts, economic changes, unexpected personal life changes. And in the midst of that unexpected, uncontrollable situations, a lot of us forget where we were going. And then we just follow whatever detour signs are out there. And a lot of times we get headed in the wrong direction. You ever get into a job and you plan on this promotion and this trajectory, and then next thing you know, it's 10 to 15 years down the line, and you're like, I'm in the same position. How did this happen? Well, that's what happened, right? So we end up in a job that we don't really love. We're working for a company that doesn't value what we're worth. We're living through those Sunday scaries. And that's why these life-giving 3-year plans are so critical, because it empowers us to make wise decisions about how to keep on the path to living a life of joy, purpose, and fulfillment, no matter what unexpected and uncontrollable things show up in life. So stay tuned, because our journey to a life-aligned 3-year plan starts right now. Welcome to the Underheard Herd. In a world that sometimes forgets to recognize our strength and our brilliance, this podcast is a sanctuary for you. That resilient professional woman or man who's carried the weight of feeling overworked, faced the injustice of being underpaid, and often find yourself underserved in the workplace. I see you, and I want you to know that this space is dedicated to empowering, uplifting, and guiding you towards a future that reflects your worth. I'm your host, Nicole Parada, and I've been there, navigating the challenges, breaking barriers, striving for success in a system that hasn't always recognized our unique struggles. Today, I'm here to lay down those 3 crucial steps for you. We're talking about making a plan for the next 3 years, but not just any plan. It's about building a career that truly fits in your life. You've been working hard. It's time for a change. Let's create a path where you don't have to sacrifice your well-deserved joy and family time for a job that hasn't been giving you what you're worth. We've got this together. Let's dive in and make those moves. And we're going to start with step number 1, envisioning your ideal life. When you're creating a long-term 3-year plan, the most effective plans begin with a very clear vision of the life that you desire. This is your one and only wild and precious life. Make it count. So we want to start with a question of, very simply, what do I want my life to look like? Picture it. What brings you joy? Is it spending quality time with loved ones? Is it embarking on new adventures? Is it nurturing your well-being? Envision the details. What brings the laughter, the warmth, the moments that define your happiness? How much time are you spending on your hobbies, with your family, in your career? Where are you living? What activities are filling your day? What rejuvenates and restores you so that you wake up every day excited to be alive, right? Imagine your life filled with self-care. What does that look like for you? Is it quality time with friends and family? Is it moments drinking your favorite beverage while curled up reading a book? Is it long walks on the beach? Envision a life where your personal self-care and happiness takes center stage, unapologetically. Once you've taken the time to dream big, write down what an ideal week looks like, an ideal month, an ideal year. This is going to give you a vision of who, when, and where you want to spend the most precious moments of your life so that you can live in your purpose, your fulfillment, and true joy. Okay, step number 2. We want to choose a career that supports our life. If you want a life filled with purpose and fulfillment, which I know you do, because you wouldn't be listening right now if you didn't, one of the pivotal steps is building a career that is aligned with your personal values, your interests, and your priorities. So think about what your career looks like now and what you would like it to look like. Does your career fuel your life right now? If it doesn't, let's redesign it, right? Let's design it so that it supports truly what you matter. right? So here are three areas that you can examine to help you choose and build a career that supports your life. First, consider your values. These are these core principles that guide our decision making. So what do you hold dear in your life? Is it creativity? Is it innovation? Is it community? Maybe flexibility? Maybe a combination of all or some of these? Which values are important to you? Okay, what this is going to do is it's going to serve as a compass directing us towards a career that resonates with our fundamental beliefs, with who you truly are and the impact that you were meant to make in this world. Second, consider your natural interests, right? What activities make you lose track of time? You're like, wait, was that just 2 hours? What subjects or industries ignite your passion? Sparks that fire in your belly. When you have a career that's aligned with your interests, man, you've been there in those moments of life. Your daily work no longer becomes just a means to an end. It becomes an engaging journey that you genuinely enjoy. I like to think about it of, you shift from the Sunday scaries to the Monday, I'm going to go to worksies. You can find a better way to say that, let me know. Third, reflect on your life priorities. Are you aiming for a better work-life balance? Are you seeking opportunities for personal growth? Maybe you're prioritizing time with your family. And here's what you want to keep in mind. This is going to change based on the seasons of your life. Maybe you're in a season where you're at the early stage of your careers. You don't have any kids, you don't have a lot of responsibilities. So, you feel like it's time to invest in your career or your business to learn and grow, and that's your top priority. Maybe you're starting a family right now, so it's very important for you to uncover how to create impactful results in your career in less time so that you're able to be fully present with building a family and nurturing your family. Maybe you're nearing retirement. By understanding what your life priorities are and what season of life you're in, this is going to empower you to filter out career options that are going to conflict with your overarching life goals. Now, remember, it's at the intersection of your unique values, your interests, and your life priorities, right? Where your ideal career lies. It's not just about a job. It's all about creating a professional career that gels with your life and boosts your unique value in this world. So don't skip this part. Take the time to self-reflect. Bring awareness to what truly matters to you and let that guide you towards a career that aligns seamlessly with your values, your interests, and your priorities. It's going to guide you to a career and a company or a business that pays you what you're worth and treats you like the queen and the kings that you are. Okay, number 3, invest in your future. I've said this in previous episode. I say it in the Rise program and other workshops that I deliver, and I will probably say it 100, 1,000 more times. An investment in yourself is the best investment you can ever make. Full stop. We want to be mindful and intentional about it. An investment in yourself is also one of the investments that will always, always produce a positive ROI. Because here's the thing, no one and nothing can ever take that growth and investment away from us. It always pays a return. And so that's why our third step in creating a life-giving plan is developing a plan to invest in yourself so that you can flourish in a career that supports your life. So as part of your long-term plan, you want to define the areas that you want to invest in your career that is funding and fueling your life. This takes your life-giving career plan from this dream, right? This wonderful dream that we created in steps 1 and 2, and puts it into action. How are you actually going to make it happen, right? So here's some things you can think about. How much time can you dedicate on a weekly basis to invest in yourself? One of the keys to success is consistency. Can you consistently invest every single day in yourself, right? Am I going to have better abs if I'm doing 10 crunches a day for year after year after year after year, or doing 1,000 in one day every 3 months, right? Consistently invest in yourself and decide how much time on a weekly basis you can give. How much money will you set aside each year for your own personal professional development, right? How much are you going to put aside? I want to make a couple side notes here. One, if you're wondering financially, like how much should I be investing in myself? I was wondering that for many, many years. I actually read somewhere, and I think this is a good guideline, that you should be investing a minimum of 3% of your gross income back into your own personal development. Myself, I personally average between 5 to 10 annually in developing myself. So you can use that as a guideline. Okay, second side note. There are many ways to invest in your personal professional development that is free or near free. So if you are in a position right now where every single penny is accounted for in your budget, right? Don't let that stop you. You can listen to podcasts like this one, right? For years, I listened almost daily basis to Brene Brown, Adam Grant, and Simon Sinek, right? They became my coach when I didn't have money to invest in coaches, and I love them and appreciate them for that. So go out there and get some free coaching by listening to podcasts like this one, like the ones I just mentioned, right? You can do it on a walk, you can do it on your drive to work, you can do it as part of your wake-up routine. Make that time. Other things that you can do. You can read a book. Reading a book is a very, very small investment, and you can take years of knowledge from one person and gather from them in that one single book. Like it's either a small investment or hey, maybe you go to the library and you get it for free, right? Get creative if money is tight. Okay. Don't let money be the excuse for not investing in yourself. Okay. Here's the third side note. Many companies have tuition reimbursement. They offer online free courses. Take advantage of that. In fact, I'll tell you, if your company has like an employee resource group, many of these employee resource groups invite professional development experts to speak to their members. I know this because I personally donated time and I allot time every year to employee resource groups, and also to a couple here in Austin of they're not employee resource groups, but they are groups, nonprofit groups that invest in professionals, right? So take advantage of those opportunities. Open your eyes to what's around you. All right, now let's get back to other ways to invest in yourself. How do you know what to invest in? Okay, I have 3 areas that you can examine to know where you can invest in yourself. So first, you want to look at the skills and the knowledge that are necessary to build your career path, right? What's necessary for your desired career path? So you can consider taking some short-term online courses. Maybe you can take some workshops. Maybe there's certifications out there that are important that can enhance your expertise, right? This investment in your skill set not only makes you more marketable, but it also positions you as a valuable asset in your chosen career. And a lot of times, if you choose the right workshops, courses, or certifications, they accelerate your productivity, right? They might take something that took you 10 hours before, and because you learned that new skill set, all of a sudden now it takes an hour, right? Second, focus on building a valuable, trusted network. Be intentional about actively seeking out opportunities to connect with other professionals that are interested in making an impact with their career that's supporting their life, okay? I highly encourage you to be mindful about who you want to network with. If you are wanting to create a career that supports your life, don't go out there and seek and connect with people that are giving up their life for their career, right? That doesn't make sense, right? So be intentional about who you are building that network with. And listen, if you're an introvert like me and those traditional networking meetings drain you and you don't get any value out of them, and you have to talk yourself up to get in there, and then you come home and you're like, I'm exhausted. I'm going to give you permission right now to never attend one of those again. I promise you, you can build a network wherever you are and wherever you feel comfortable if you're paying attention and you focus on building connections, right? Making connections and building relationships. Because here's the thing, experts are some of the best relationship builders, right? So we have a natural desire to build relationships. Use that, right? So don't let I hate going to networking meetings get in your way. You no longer have to go to another networking meeting. Nicole said so, right? Also, remember what a network is. It's a network of people that are committed to supporting each other in pursuit of their dreams and creating a bigger impact. That's what it is, right? And that only happens when you put yourself in a position to build a true relationship. So find the places that you feel comfortable. I mean, yes, you can attend conferences, you can join online forums, you can go to industry networking meetings if that helps you and if that is somewhere you're comfortable, right? But you can just as easily build relationships with other people at church, at the PTA, at maybe whenever you're participating in your hobby and you're with other people that have the same hobby as yours. Think outside the box. The whole goal is to build a relationship with people that are committed to helping each other expand and live their dream life. Okay. Third, you want to invest. This is so important. You want to invest in your personal well-being. It is so easy to forget this part with everything that's going on in the world and everything coming out at us, but don't forget this. You only get one life, one body, one mind. Be intentional about investing in your well-being. It's so critical to maintain our physical and mental health. We have to have that in order to have sustained career success, right? So make time for those self-care activities that really give back to you and help rest and restore you. Make sure you're consistent in exercising. Make sure you have those moments of relaxation. It's important that we do this so that we have the energy and the focus, right? We need that energy and focus so that we can fully participate in this joyous life that we're creating. So there you have it. If you don't already have a 3-year life-giving career plan, then I invite you to make time to create one this week. Start with envisioning your ideal life. Ask yourself, if I ran into a buddy 3 years from now and they asked me how it was going, what would my life look like so that I would authentically and instinctively just say, this has been the best 3 years of my life. Second, based on that vision of your life, write down what your career would look like. What career would support this ideal life that you've envisioned? What would you be doing on a daily basis that gets you excited to jump out of bed in the morning on Monday? And then third, lastly, create an investment plan in yourself. You are worth it. Invest in your personal professional development so that you have the skills and the mindsets and the education to make the biggest impact you can in your career. Because this is a career that's so forwarding your life. So I invite you to create this life-giving career plan for yourself. Design a future that reflects the unique and beautiful you so that you can make the biggest impact in the world. As always, I want to hear from you. Do you already have a life-giving career plan? If you do, let me know in the comments below, right? Let me know, and you could also let me know what content I could create to support you on that plan. If this episode has inspired you to create that life-giving career plan, let me know. And let me know what inspired you to create it. It helps me as I continue to make this content. Thank you so much for listening and giving me your time. I know it's valuable. I hope you gained something from this. Until next time, make it a joyous and productive day.